as an average consumer. For instance, conflict-free diamonds. It's such a misleading term. It means so many things, so many different things to different people. The consumers are totally confused. They don't know what's up or what's down. Exactly. It's awful. And so what I always tell people is you look for third party verifications. You look for the B Corps, you look for the SCS certifications, you look for another company that has backed and verified this company in which you're purchasing from.
I think I was looking more for like, what's the conflict?
The conflict. Well,
Yeah.
diamonds.
What
Yeah.
don't I know? Because I know nothing about what
Sure.
you know about all the thing that's going on over there. You see the movies,
Sure.
like, you know what's really happening.
Yeah. Well, a diamond has no legal value. The diamond has intentionally been left off the stock exchange. There's no legal way to determine its value. It's basically based in the emotions and dreams that it represents. And so because of this, then they're an untraceable currency. And that's how a lot of terrorist groups can fund their terrorist acts or rebel acts or militars, you name it. It's an untraceable source of funds. And so that's why diamonds fund war. Earth mine diamonds fund war. No ifs, no buts. I mean, even with the Russian war right now in Ukraine, that's funded a lot of earth mine diamonds from Russia. There's so much more. I mean, even in diamond mining communities, it is actually illegal in some areas to grow food because the ground is too valuable in natural resources that it's considered a waste and they need to save it for mining and the locals can't grow their food. So that keeps them in this cycle of poverty and they can't break free because their only way to survive is to mine or to rely on aid or begging for food. But what's the worst part that comes with that is that sometimes it can be illegal for decades. And so that means a whole generation loses the tools and the necessary skills to be able to be self-sustainable and to provide food for themselves through farming.
Where does all this kind of like, where's the hub for this?
In Africa, in West Africa, the Congo, even gold. Gold is just as conflict as earth mine diamond, and the DRC is where a lot of our gold comes from. And then Russia is the next biggest source of earth mine diamonds.
And just so I understand, when you say conflict, you're talking about the lack of currency of it and the fact that it can fund things and because it can be moved around. And you're right, it's interesting because you go to these stores and for guys who are just the suckers who are trying to go get diamonds, but when they get married, like, you know, they have no clue. And they do. Why do they make it so confusing? Why is it so confusing? Like, I don't understand. Is that all done on purpose?
Well, no. Well, I suppose you could say that it's part of the class act of earth mine diamonds, where you need to be very educated to be able to purchase one. I don't know if it's done on purpose. But the problem with conflict diamond is that legally a conflict diamond is just a diamond that has funded war. And so that's why there's a lot of these diamonds that are marketed to, earth mine diamonds, I should say, are marketed to consumers as conflict free because they didn't directly fund war. However, that doesn't mean a child could have mined this or someone couldn't have been enslaved or raped or murdered, you name it, to actually mine this diamond and get it into your hands. And so at MiaDonna, we've actually redefined what a conflict diamond is, and that's a diamond that is not sustainable, has either hurt the environment or humanity to get onto the mass market.
And so is there a difference between, I mean, again, not knowing and having no context, you have to excuse my ignorance with it, but a lab grown diamond, is that what we're talking about?
No, so those are earth mine diamonds. And then, so that's why I worked with scientists in a lab to be able to grow a diamond that is 100% pure carbon, crystallized carbon, exactly what we get out of the earth. There is no difference, except for I know the exact origin, and they have 7 times less the environmental impact that earth mine diamonds have.
So then when did you start your company?
2005.
And so you launched your company. Did you do it by yourself?
I did it with a baby on my lap and $500 in my attic. Started small, worked with the scientists, daily to try and get this technology because we had very little supply of diamonds back then. Right. We were selling from a wait list. So yeah, it's been a huge evolution for sure.